We're live. Hey guys, my name is Shayla and I make these videos every Wednesday. This Wednesday I'm in Colorado with Amber. We have been We have been so excited to see each other because it's been, I don't know, it's been a while. And
2 months?
Yeah, I feel like it's been quite a while. But, and then I'm going to see you again soon when I go home to Minnesota. How's that pony? Is the pony okay?
It's not. My hair's driving me nuts.
I wanted to hop on with her because I feel like this is kind of fun. And so we're in Colorado for a friend's wedding and we're super excited to be here. And Amber, so I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants person. If you know that, you know that. I just don't plan things.
I'm a planner.
Which is great. It's always good as a non-planner to have a planner. Like, I sort of love it. Can we click on the comments and see if anyone's... Oh, write a comment. Okay. Somebody write hi so that I know that it's somebody. Just something so I know if I can even see it. Whatever. All right. So, I love having Amber. Amber was like, hey, first of all, she was like, I know you might think this is kind of lame, but I really want to do the van thing for this wedding. And I was like...
A camper van.
You want to rent a camper van?
Well, because we couldn't figure out, we had to get a vehicle. We had to rent a vehicle and a place to stay. And I was like, 1, 2, put them together.
And we were looking and she was like, I know you think this is going to be lame because you do it all the time, but I think it's going to be so much fun. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So we got this camper van and we'll show you next Wednesday the camper van. I think it's honestly going to be perfect. Like, it's tall. It's a Sprinter, kind of a Dodge, but it's going to allow us to get ready. Like, I already tried on some of the outfits that Amber brought for me, and yeah, it'll be good because
I plan so much in advance. I planned her outfits for her.
You didn't plan them for me. I asked you for...
And we're still parked at a mall about to go in and buy her an outfit.
Yeah, I brought boots and I brought these shoes and that was it. So, she also brought a couple of sandals for me.
But none of it works.
What did you say? You're like, no, it's fine. I can bring that dress. It only takes up half my suitcase.
Yeah.
I was like,
she's like,
cool.
Can you bring this dress, and the skirt? And then we're going to have to go shopping for an outfit. And I'm
I do
like,
need to go
what
shopping.
Are we packing all this for then?
Well, thanks.
It's fine.
But so then we rented this van, and the van is in Boulder, and we get out in Denver, and Amber's like, well, how are we going to get there? I was like, I don't know, we'll just figure it out. And so then last night she's like, okay, this is the bus schedule that we need to take, and here it's approximately...
It's outside this gate at this station, it leaves at these times. And
we're walking through there. We've never really traveled together, so we're walking through the airport, and I'm like, where's the terminal?
Oh my gosh. So... Yeah. How do we get to the bus transit station? Literally standing under the sign that says bus and transit straight. And
People ask me that all the time when they travel with me. They're like, how are you still alive?
That's honestly what I said. I said, how do you get, I didn't ask how you're alive, but I was like, how do you get around places? But it's also thinking back. She calls me a lot and is like, I was so lost.
Yeah.
Hi, David Cyphers.
David Cyphers. Why does it say he's watching? Why is it? Hi. And okay, so then, but also we have 2 nights in a house, and it was like the whole wedding party is going to be in this house, and it's going to be super great. And Amber's like, there's 4 bedrooms in this house, so the van's even better because then we can just go out into the van.
Yeah.
I think
we'll have somewhere solid to sleep.
I think it's perfect.
It is perfect. And it's not that bad to drive. It's pretty robust.
Yeah, she wanted to drive. I felt like she was just being generous, but now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like...
She's like, wow, you're really good at driving this thing.
Let's see if we can show you a little bit. It's pretty basic. Like, that's the couch that turns into a bed, and then that's...
It's like a little fridge cooler thing right there.
Right, and we're messaging the person who rented it to us, and I'm gonna put a link probably on next week's video there's like an Airbnb for van rentals. I'm not kidding you. So you're just like Denver, and it's like, oh, all these people are renting out their van in the area, and so we just rented it from this
vans,
girl.
They're campers.
But she left the keys in the mailbox. Like, we walked the mile with all of our stuff. We're like, what do you think people think about us? We're just walking with our
suitcases.
And so we just grabbed the keys and took off with the van. And it's like, the fridge is kind of a cooler, and the pillows don't have pillowcases, but it's...
And she's like, oh, there's a sheet for your... I'm like, we're renting a camper van. We're coming from Minnesota. Like, what?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's going to be great. But it is insulated, so we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But we met the
real cold.
It'll be fine. I brought a beanie.
I brought wool socks.
Like I literally cannot wait for the after of this to see how Amber feels about this van life thing. Because do you ever have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night? Did you think about that?
No, because I thought I had a toilet.
Yeah, there's no toilet. What about like in the morning when you've got hot breath and you need to brush your teeth?
I hate when you call it that. I absolutely hate it. I just brush them.
Yeah, where are you going to do that?
In the sink. There's a sink.
And I don't know if we can really use that. So, yeah. Coming from Minnesota. Oh, because it's cold. I know. Is it cold in Minnesota right now, though? I thought it was hot in Minnesota. Is it? No, it's cold?
Yeah. It's rainy.
Oh. Kind of like Seattle where I'm living. And then next, like a couple weeks from now, I'm going to be home in Minnesota, and I'm going to do a meetup, and I'm going to have everybody come to us. It'll be wonderful. I was going to time this so we didn't go over 15 minutes.
That's true, you were.
And I didn't.
Speaking of time, we were also up at the ass crack of
dawn.
Oh
my God.
To get out here. My flight left Minnesota at 7:02. 7:02.
Complain about it a little
Precisely.
more.
But then we got stuck on the runway.
No, my flight left at 5. It took off at 5:15. Do you realize how early that? I woke up at 2:30 because I had to shower, and
I woke up at 3:45.
I woke up an hour earlier than you.
Okay, but your flight left 2 hours before mine.
Plus, it's a different time zone, so really, we probably woke up at the same time.
We did. Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Whatever. So now we're gonna go into Nordstrom Rack. Oh, good. People are looking at us doing a live video.
Not that we're attracting enough attention in a huge effing van. But now we're sitting here talking to a phone that's like propped up all janky ass like. And I forget you can't edit these.
Yeah. It's live. That's the scary part about the live.
So, yeah, we're gonna go shopping. Maybe we'll update.
Go on Instagram stories because that's where we are hanging out most of.
But I won't accept your friend request.
I know. Unless you know them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then we were walking on the plane, or I walked on the plane this morning. I'm just like minding my own business, and all of a sudden this lady's like, Amber, and I was like, looking at her, like racking my brain, like I can't place you at all. And then she's like, "You're Shayla's sister, right?" And I was like, "Well, she's mine, but yeah, I guess however you want to put it." And she's like, "Oh, I told her that I was flying out to Colorado. I watch her videos and that type of thing." And I was like, "Sorry for holding up the line, everybody. I'm just coming through." So we got a picture with her.
But then you walked like 2 more.
Oh yeah, miles. And then I walked like 4 more seats. And my friend that's getting married's
nanny from childhood. Basically, her second mom was like, "Amber," and I was like, "Excuse me again, everybody. Sorry." Oh my! She messages me. She's like, "Shayla, you have no idea what just happened. Did I miss first class?" Oh shit! Me. I'm back here in economy.
It's okay.
God, you're so ridiculous.
I'm joking, but yeah. So it was pretty funny. And then the girl, I was like, the first lady that stopped me, I was like, "Yeah, Shayla's flight comes in like 30 minutes after ours, so maybe you'll get to see her." And then we did. And
it was really cool.
And she was really nice.
She's here for an art thing, but then also. Okay, so we're here. I'm not a very big drinker.
Me neither.
Amber's been practicing.
Okay, I've been like...
She's been pacing herself this week, drinking like...
I've not been pacing myself. I have been like... Okay, so... I have like 1 or 2 at night just to like build my tolerance, right. Maybe is the way to call it. Probably just 1. And that's only happened a couple of times.
So She's been practicing drinking so that she can survive the weekend.
I'm bad at it.
So am I.
Plus the elevation everyone warns me about.
Right, well, I think, so my secret to not drinking is to drink energy drinks, because then you can last till 2 a.m. as far as dancing and stuff and hanging out. And you can just keep dancing and going, and you don't have to feel like garbage the next day.
She's gonna say shit.
Anything else you want to add?
That we need to start doing stuff.
Yeah, it's like nooner, so we've already been at... I was at the bus station and somebody said good morning, and I was like, I feel like I've already lived all of my day. You're saying it's morning time? This is...
Yeah, that was a stressful... She's kind of stressful to travel with.
Why?
Because you like are like, yeah, if we make the bus, we'll make it. It's like 9:09. She doesn't know how to work the transit station thing. And...
Ticket. How you buy tickets.
Yeah, to get tickets. And I'm like, Shayla, I'm going to go get the coffee while you get the tickets. And I like look out there and she's like... And then she's like squatting down waiting for the tickets to drop out. And I was like, sweet baby Jesus. Like,
hi. And then we had like, she was getting coffee and I was trying...
Oh my gosh. That was hilarious.
Well, the whole wall was just like...
Big slidey doors.
Big sliding, yeah, window doors. And
Except for the one that she walked at and was
I
like...
just was standing in front of it waiting for it to go, and Amber's just inside watching me. And I'm just
like,
standing...
hurry up, Shayla, get in here. And she's just standing there waiting for her to open. And I'm like, try a different
Because
door.
you were worried about missing the bus, but you had to get coffee real quick, so I
there's a guy
finally got the
behind me.
tickets.
There's a guy standing behind me, just so patient.
So
and I
I
was just like,
finally get the tickets and like go in there, and you're just watching me try to get in, and then the person behind the counter even like started laughing at me, and I was just like yelling. So then I had to yell from the door because you were rushing me. I was like, iced coffee, please, thank you. And then I was super bummed because I didn't use my Yeti.
and it took the girl like 18 minutes to make this iced coffee with soy milk. And the bus was coming, and I was like, I'm gonna go stand by the bus. So I went and stood by the bus, and I'm like watching, and all of a sudden here comes her bun like flipping down the hallway. And she's like, I'm coming.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then we went to sit down on the bus, and Amber was like, I wanted to sit in the front because I get motion sickness, and Amber's like, we're probably gonna be loud, we should go to the back. I was like, oh, you're right.
Us and the 3 other people on the bus.
But then we were at the back of the bus, and I was just like sitting at her, and I was like, are you this funny always, or just with me? And she was like, Shayla, you're so... I just think you're the funniest person I know. I'm like your little sister. Like, I just...
It makes me severely uncomfortable when she says stuff like that.
Only at here. You loved it on the bus.
I did. It's like, I'm always this funny.
Right. Don't flatter yourself. You're not the reason why I'm funny.
No, you are. You bring out the funny in me.
Thanks. Well,
we're gonna go to Nordstrom Rack.
Annalise! I love Annalise. She's my friend from New Zealand.
Hi, Annalise.
She goes, do you like cats? I was like, okay, yeah. She's like, and coffee? I was like, yes. She goes, then you can follow me on Instagram because that's all I post about. I was like, and I love you. All right, yeah, we need to go buy... She brought my bottom half of the skirt. I didn't bring any for the top half, so now I need to go buy a top half. And I might... Are you going to wear the...
Edit. If I was.
And I need to go buy deodorant. Because we're going to be in this van. It's going to be great.
Luckily, it's going to be cold.
Next week's video is going to be the after. We're going to be vlogging this entire time, so you're going to see me try and drink energy drinks instead of alcohol, and like the chaos of the wedding party and all of that fun stuff. And Amber's how she finally feels about the vaNcation.
And us being in this close of quarters for 5 days.
I think it's going to be wonderful.
I do too. It'll be great.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Go on Instagram, living on a one-way, and not... I mean, you can try. Amber's Amber Ho, Amber_HOH, because that's our last name. Well, it's the start of our last name. But we'll be doing Instagram stories the whole time. And then next week, we will do a whole video about the vaNcation. Look at how weird you
What did
look.
we call it? Fantastic.
You called it that.
Shayla said, this is fantastic. And I was like, Shay, that's weird. And then that's where we're at. I was like, I'll try it. I'll
I'm
try
not.
calling it fantastic.
You were the one that made that up. Okay, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Mwah. Bye. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this.